granting us a very special privilege tonight. We get to witness and bless the joining of their lives in marriage. They met 6 years ago in this very building at a contra dance. So how many of you were dancing here then? Piper spoke to me about how this community feels like family. And how, especially when little Jace came along, that you guys all came to the rescue. What better group of people to celebrate with them on their wedding day. With the addition of Jace to their family, Kurt and Piper have been made aware of how important it is to appreciate and celebrate community. You are the people who rushed to help when the new baby arrived, and they speak of how they want this village to be the village that raises their child. You have a part to play in the long-term success of this marriage. Remember to always stand beside them, never between them. Offer them your love and support, not your judgment. Encourage them with your kindness and loving hearts, and honor this marriage into which they have come to be joined today. Kurt and Piper, do you come here today freely and joyously to commit your lives to each other? Do you come as equals, committed to the happiness and growth of your partner?
We do.
Piper and Kurt dedicate this marriage to the happiness of all living beings. And all of you gathered here today are the representatives of those living beings. The bond and covenant of marriage is established by previous positive actions and blessed by spiritual beings. It signifies to us the union of Piper and Kurt in this holy place. Piper and Kurt, do you pledge to each other to develop your hearts and minds, cultivating compassion, generosity, ethics, patience, enthusiasm, and wisdom as you age and experience the ups and downs of life? There will be rough times. There will be times when you get stuck in negativity. Do you pledge to see all these circumstances as a challenge to help you grow, to open your hearts, to accept yourselves and each other, and to generate compassion for those who are suffering? Every person is a mystery. Will you seek to understand yourselves, each other, and all living beings, and to regard all the mysteries of life with curiosity and joy? Do you pledge to preserve and enrich your affection for each other, and to share it with all beings, to take the loving feelings you have for one another and radiate this love outwards to all beings? When it comes time to part, do you pledge to look back at your time together with joy? Joy that you met and shared what you have, and acceptance that we cannot hold on to anything forever. Do you pledge to remember the disadvantages of ignorance, anger, and clinging attachment, to apply antidotes when these arise in your minds, and to remember the kindness of all other beings and your connection to them? Do you pledge to work for the welfare of others with all your compassion, wisdom, and skill? And do you pledge day to day to be patient with yourselves and others, knowing that change comes slowly and gradually, and to seek inspiration from your teachers and not to become discouraged? So just as we bear witness to a written covenant with our signature, so we exchange wedding rings to seal the vows of marriage. These rings are a visible sign to all of us to remember our responsibility to nurture this couple. Piper and Kurt, you will wear these rings to remind you of the decision you have made to love each other. So Kurt, if you place the ring on Piper's hand and repeat after me. Piper, I give you this ring as a symbol of my love.
Piper, I give you this ring as a symbol of my love.
May it encircle your ring always, as my love will your heart.
May it encircle your finger always. As my love will your heart.
And Piper, place your ring on Kurt's finger. Kurt, I give you this ring as a symbol of my love.
Kurt, I give you this ring as a symbol of my love.
May it encircle your finger always as my love will your heart.
May it encircle your finger always as my love will your heart.
So Piper and Kurt have chosen to conclude their ceremony with a traditional hand fasting. This is a symbolic binding of the hands that inspired the terms bonds of holy matrimony and to tie the knot. Throughout history, in many different ways and in many different parts of the world, the hands of the bride and groom were bound as a sign of their commitment to one another. The cords are not permanent, but perishable, as a reminder that all things of the material eventually return to the earth, unlike the bond and the connection that is love, which is eternal. So the cords represents the marital bond. It is strong enough to hold you together during times of struggle, yet flexible enough to allow for individuality and personal growth. As your hands are now bound together, so shall your lives be bound as one. May the meaning of this time be fulfilled through the days and years to come. May your love and unity of spirit grow deeper and stronger in the uncertainties and changes of the life you share. Loving each other, may you love all beings. Trusting each other, may you learn to trust life. May your love reach out to the love of all, that your lives may bless all whose lives you touch. May you find comfort together in shared hours of shadow as well as in the bright sunshine of joy. May you be to each other both strong and gentle. May all who follow your lives with interest and affection have cause to rejoice, not alone in your happiness, but in your brave and generous living, which makes life beautiful and significant. And now, by the power vested in me by the state of Florida and the Gainesville Old Time Dance Society, and through the wishes of Piper and Kurt, as well as the blessings of all these spiritual friends, I now pronounce you husband and wife. You may kiss. And now they'll have their wedding waltz.